I would say the most memorable, because it was a day that was the most memorable day of my life, was the day of our earthquake.
I knew you were going to say that.
It really was. It was because I thought it was all over. Nancy Sinatra said I slept through it. I don't know how you could sleep through that.
No.
Now, did you?
No.
Oh,
Boy, I
okay.
woke up like
And
yeah.
made some broth?
No, the kids.
Or made some beef stock?
Little beef
no,
stock.
but I'm going to tell you, I thought it was the...
Always put me on that.
I thought it was the end of the world, and you talk about the show must go on. We taped later that day.
The earthquake was 10 minutes to 6 in the morning.
And we went, and you know, we couldn't get television or radio on, and Mary Markham called and said, "Don't forget your call."
Mary Markham books the show. She's the one responsible for all the talent. Mary Markham and Gary Damsker.
Now, the first person I heard from that day, which I thought it was over, she said, "Don't forget your call. We're taping at 4:30." And I said, "Mary? Mary!" I didn't know anybody else was alive. But we went out and we taped that night, and Peter was asking me a question, and Jerry Shaw, our director, has still promised me that he would show me that film clip.
Oh.
But while he was asking me, we had a violent aftermath tremor, and I
May
cannot
I
take...
interject something? One thing.
Yeah.
Now, before the show, I was told, they said, don't tell any of the stars, but underneath. Now, when you see that set's that big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 9 huge stars and a huge set. Underneath that, they said, don't tell anybody, but it's the old Esther Williams swimming pool.
Oh, dear.
And they were afraid the set was going to go into the swimming pool, right? Now, they said, you're okay, Pete. You're over there. I said, okay. I won't tell anybody, and I'm watching. Now, I said, true or false, Paul? Close up. Earthquake tremor after shock, whatever it's
Big
called.
one. I was just like this. I was going...
The whole set is going like this.
The lights were
A
going.
cameraman.
The lights, you know, which are, you can see them here in the studio, they were clanging together, and it was unbelievable. And I don't know whether I ever did that. We cleared the studio.
Said, Peter, how could you ask that? Didn't you feel what was going on?
No, I didn't say, I don't remember what I said,
No,
but
he really
they
stayed with
emptied
the question.
studio.
He really stayed with the question.
I did?
A cameraman leaped off the stand and has
has
never been
left
seen.
and
never
been
came
heard
back.
since.
And that was what? How many years ago was that? But I figured if the thing went into the pool, I said, Jerry, go to me. I was going to go, so long, for a while.
Let me tell you one more earthquake story. I was doing a show one afternoon, because we live in earthquake country, and I was doing You Don't Say with Tom Kennedy, and I was watching the floor of NBC out in Burbank roll like that,
Oh,
and I
that big
said,
cement.
there is something wrong going on. And suddenly it came over the sound, you know, the PA system, empty the studio. And I had one of those lavalier mics on. Now, I put them on 1,000 times. I couldn't get it off. Suddenly, I was the only person in the studio. And so when I finally got out in the hall, which was supposed to be safe, I went up, and the little girl that was the contestant with me, she said, Paul, I saw you were in trouble, but they said, don't touch the stars.